everyone. Hello guys. Good evening everybody and welcome to this amazing platform of PW Girls. This is Kajal Singh, your botany expert, and I hope everyone is doing awesome. How are you all? Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the class. So this is I'm good. Awesome as always. Thank you so much for asking. How are your PTMs going on? आप लोग का PTM हुआ अभी तक कि नहीं? वैसे सबसे पहले उन बच्चों का PTM होगा जिनका नहीं हुआ था पिछले बार. So first, the target is to cover the students who are not done with the PTM. And then mine didn't happen yet. Yeah. Because yours must have been done, right? In the previous one. Hello Arya, good evening. जिनका ऑलरेडी हो चुका है उनका थोड़ा लेट होगा. फर्स्ट द फोकस विल बी ऑन द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर अभी तक एक बार भी नहीं हुआ है जिनका और नॉट डन विद इट येट. ग्रेट. चलो. Okay guys, so in our last class yesterday, yes, we covered the topic flower. We started with the topic flower. Yes, we even studied some terminologies. Have you guys googled all of it? I asked you guys to look out for those terminologies, check the images which are available, especially the real images, the real flowers. Did you guys do that? Yes. Did you face any problem in any of the terminology or anything which you didn't understand from yesterday's class? Did you guys check for bract? What is bract? Batao. Yes. What is bract? Present at the base. Base of what? Base of stem? Root? Pedicel. Good. Yes. Base of pedicel. Very nice. What is it exactly? You told me the location of the this thing, bract. I'm asking you what exactly it is. Dark mode on. Dark mode. कह रही हूँ डार्क मोड ऑन कर दीजिए, उसका रिफ्लेक्शन आ रहा है उस पे वाइट. Green colored leaf like structure. Yes, so it is not leaf like structure, it is leaf only, but it is very reduced leaf. Okay, very reduced leaf it is. That's why it is called as bract. Okay, great, perfect. Chalo. So no one has any query with any of the terminology, right? Everything is clear. Perfect. Fine. Today also we are going to finish flower, but in terms of what? We are going to talk about the symmetry. Okay, we are going to talk about the estivation. We are going to talk about placentation. We are going to cover all these aspects, that how the flower is symmetrical. So how is this symmetry formed? Like what is forming that symmetry? What is the position of the flowers? How are the flowers arranged? What is superior ovary? What is inferior ovary, right? So basically, every flower you will see won't look the same. The structure which we studied is a typical flower. That's the reason I put the title as the typical flower. But you need to understand that not all flower is going to show you the same kind of characteristics. So for that, to see that kind of characteristics, that is particularly the one which we drew was a bisexual typical flower, right? But then you will see a lot of variation in a lot of different flowers. So all those topics will be covered in our today's class. Okay, chalo, let's start with floral symmetry first. So what is floral symmetry? Floral symmetry is the arrangement of floral whorls around the floral axis. Yes, that's your floral symmetry. Around the axis, how are all the other floral whorls adjusting to itself, or they are present? Okay, what kind of symmetry are they showing? So in this case, we have two kind of symmetry, three actually. So what are the symmetry which you can see? First, actinomorphic, or you can also call it as the radial symmetry. Actinomorphic or the radial symmetry, this is one. So you can understand by the word radial, right, how it must be. The second one is zygomorphic or bilateral symmetry, or it can be completely asymmetrical. जरूरी नहीं ना सब symmetrical हो. They can be completely asymmetrical. So these are the three types of symmetry which you can see. Now when we say radial symmetry, what do we mean by that? Radial symmetry means this is, let's say this is the flower, okay. So you can divide the flower, suppose this is one diameter, this is another diameter, okay. You can also divide it through here. You can also divide it through here. So that means radially, if I have to divide through any plane, this is one plane, this will also divide the flower into two symmetrical parts. If I put the plane here, this will divide into two symmetrical half. So point to be noted here is, it can be flower can be divided into two equal halves in any radial plane passing through center. What are the examples? The examples are your mustard and your datura, your chili. These are examples of radial symmetry. Is it clear? What about the bilateral? How will be the bilateral one? The bilateral is such a shape which can be divided into two equal halves only through single plane. So let's say the shape of the flower is something like this. Okay. The shape of the flower is something like this. Just for an example of it, let me draw something else. I'm just drawing randomly. There is no such flower. Just for your understanding, I'm just drawing a diagram. Let's say I draw it like this. Okay. Here, there will be one vertical line which will divide the flower into two separate halves, right? Two separate halves, it will be dividing it, but no other plane will be able to divide them into two. So that means only one single plane will be able to divide the flower into two equal halves passing from the center. Is this part clear? Is this point clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, great. So this too you have studied in your animal kingdom also, na? It's kind of same only, same thing. So what is this? This flower can be divided into two halves, similar halves, only in one particular vertical plane. That's when it is called as bilateral. If you have to give symbols to them, your radial symmetry is usually given this kind of symbol. Okay, whereas your bilateral symmetry is given this kind of symbol. Okay, symbols we are going to study in our last class, where we will be talking about the families and how to write the floral formula. There you will understand the symbols. For now you can at least get introduced to them. So what are the examples of this? Your pea, your gulmohar, beans, cassia. These are all examples of bilateral symmetry. Then asymmetrical flowers, that means flowers cannot be divided into equal halves by any plane. Hence it is asymmetrical. What is the example? The only example which is asked in exam is canna flowers. Clear, everybody? Yes, chalo, finish writing. That's your floral symmetry. Just to, if you want, you can also make this thing. अरे individually ऐसा करना पड़ेगा क्या? If you want, you can make a diagram also of the flower. Let's say. थोड़ा ऐसे क्यों बन जा रहा है मेरा फ्लोर? हाँ. See, this is looking like an actinomorphic flower where you can show that any give you a radial symmetry. ठीक है, you can draw it like that. इसके लिए भी थोड़ा अच्छा सा डायग्राम देख लेते हैं. This kind of flower will have bilateral symmetry. और asymmetrical में तो कुछ भी बना सकते हो, क्योंकि symmetrical ही नहीं है, बात ही खत्म हो गई. Usaina, done?
Just one flower diagram is
Sure. Take your time. अच्छा, I thought कुछ लिखा है किसी ने. Okay, चल. Moving on. The next topic, कहाँ रख दिया मैंने पेन? अच्छा. The next topic is so we already saw the floral symmetry. Now what we are going to see is the position of the flower on the thalamus. Where is the flower present on the thalamus? How is it present on the thalamus? So that's your अब उसमें क्या क्या varieties हैं? See, the flower can be present like this, that let's say this is your, what is this? What is this? What is this? Guys?
Gynoecium.
Gynoecium. Okay. So this is the gynoecium, and below the ovary rest all of the floral parts will come, like your androecium. Okay. Even your petals. ठीक है. Even your sepals. Okay. And your finally your thalamus is there. Okay. This is one kind of an arrangement. Okay. The another arrangement is where this is your gynoecium, this is the ovary, this ovary, so here the thalamus is little extended. Okay, here you will get the sepals, ठीक है, like this. Same thing happened here, sepals are there. Petals and androeciums are coming from here. ये रहा androecium, ये रहे आपके petals. ठीक है, one arrangement is this. So it looks like they are all on the almost on the same level. कोई ऊपर नहीं है, कोई नीचे नहीं है, almost on the same level. This can also be expressed the same on same level can also be expressed like this. This is the gynoecium. Okay. On the same level, okay, so this is how your thalamus will be placed like this. This is how your thalamus will be placed. On that you will have, see, I'm not making it from the below of the ovary, okay, I'm making on the same level. Present at the same level, and this is the petals. Okay, this is one kind of an arrangement. And one more arrangement is, मैंने बहुत बड़ा बड़ा बना दिया. Can I crop this by any way? Can I resize it? I can, na? Oh, great. Awesome. I never got chance to explore all the features of this board. Alright. How convenient. ये दोनों सेम ही टाइप में आ जाएंगे. ठीक है. And one more arrangement is where stigma style ovary, this is completely enclosed by the thalamus, okay, something like that. So if you will look at the thalamus, it will look like this. So the thalamus has completely enclosed your ovary, okay, so it's gonna look like this. So thalamus has enclosed. Now what about other? It will be above the ovary. These are the sepals. Okay, these are the androgyms, and these are the petals. So that's your another arrangement. Understood? Yes. So these are the three arrangements which are possible positioning of the flower. Okay. So what are the names of them? This one where the ovary is at the top and everything else is coming from below the ovary. That means below the ovary. What is the word for below? Hypo. So hypo, and for gynosium, gynous. So this arrangement is called as hypogynous arrangement. Here they are almost at the same level, right? So it will be called as perigynous. And can you tell me what this must be called as? If that is hypogynous, here the ovary is at the bottom, rest everything is above the ovary. So what will we call this? Epigynous. Very nice. So these are the three positions of the flower on the thalamus. Here if you will see, gynosium is at highest position, other whorls arise below from the of ovary, and hence this ovary will be known as the superior ovary. Because ovary is at the top, so it will be called a superior ovary, right? What are the different examples? Mustard, China rose, brinjal, petunia. Then, what about perigynous? In perigynous, gynosium is at the center, other whorls are at the periphery, almost at same level. Hence, here the ovary will be known as half inferior ovary. Not half superior, half inferior ovary. The examples will be plum, rose, peach. Then, talking about the epigynous, what will be the thing about epigynous here? That the margin of the thalamus, what is it doing? It grows upward and it is covering it, right? Upwards, enclosing ovary. What about others? The other whorls, they are present above, right? Yes. Arise from above. And hence here the ovary will be called as inferior ovary. The ovary will be called as inferior ovary. What are the examples? The cucumber. Yes, the ray florets of sunflower, PYQ question. Ray florets of sunflower. सनफ्लावर पे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है इस टॉपिक पे, ठीक है. देन योर बिटर गार्ड, गुआवा, these are all examples of epigynous. चलो लिख लो जल्दी जल्दी. Is this clear everyone? Is it easy to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Done, done, done. Done. Chalo. Okay. Next topic is estivation. What is estivation? Estivation is basically how your sepals and petals are arranged. Okay, now we will be talking about the arrangement of the sepals and petals. See, we have spoken about the arrangement of the ovary and the floral whorls with respect to the ovary, right? Yes, we also discussed how the floral whorls are present with respect to the central axis or the symmetry. Now what we are going to talk about is specifically the sepals and the petals, how they are arranged. Okay, how they are arranged, that's the estivation, that's called as estivation. So estivation is mode of arrangement of sepals or petals in floral bud. ठीक है, obviously floral bud में होगा, so after it blooms it will also show the same thing, it will show same kind of appearance, right? Yes. So what are the different criterias in that? See, the floral bud can be present like the sepals and the petals. Now we are not going to draw the sepals petals here, you have to understand how you're going to observe it. Let's say the sepals and the petals, we are watching them from above. Okay, we are just drawing the margin of them. So let's say this is how your this इधर बना लेती हूँ, फिर मैं ऊपर शिफ्ट कर देती हूँ. ठीक है, let's say this is one kind of an arrangement. In this arrangement you will see these are individual sepals or petals. Okay, their edges are not overlapping, they are just touching, they are not getting overlapped. Okay, just like in this case, this is one flower, this is one flower, this is one petal, sorry, petal or sepals. This is how it is. The sepals, how will the sepals be? Like this, they are just touching, the edges are simply just touching, they are not getting overlapped. That is one condition. The another condition where it is showing a twisted appearance, like the one is getting overlapped by another, the one is getting overlapped by another. Like this. No, wait. This is, and it is in particular fashion. So this is, let's say this is above, so this will be bottom, this will be getting overlapped by someone, then this one will be getting overlapped by someone, then this one will be getting overlapped by someone. Okay, and if you want to draw multiple, you can draw multiple also. This is what it looks like. This is your twisted one. So if you will see, a particular fashion is there, one is outside, one is inside, one end is outside, one end is inside. अरे ठीक है, like that. So again, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. This is looking like a twisted one, right? Then next one is also getting overlapped but not in a specific fashion. So it's not necessary that every one will be like one out, one in. It can be any random pattern. So let's say this is like this. This is like that. So if you will see, this is both inside, these ones are both outside. So they and this one are getting overlapped. So there is overlapping but not in a particular fashion. And the last one, a very different arrangement. One like this. You have largest petal, okay. Then you have two medium petals, one largest petal, which is overlapping two medium petals, which in turn is overlapping two more small petals, which are fusing together. So it will give an appearance like this, because the smaller ones look like they are fused. Okay, so these are your four arrangements. Is it easy to understand? Yes. So what are they
Yes, ma'am.
called? This one is called as valvate estivation. This one is called as twisted estivation. This one is called as imbricate estivation. And lastly, this one is called as vexillary estivation. So these are your four kinds of estivations which you can see. Let's write there. So what is velvet? In velvet estivation, the margins of sepals or petals just touch each other. No overlapping. Example, calotropis flower. Then twisted. The margins of one petal or sepals overlap the successive adjacent sepal or petal. Sepal. So this examples, China rose, cotton, lady's finger. Imbricate estivation. In case of imbricate estivation, the margin overlaps, margin of petals or sepals overlap each other but not in any particular direction. Example, Gulmohar and Kesia. फिर vexillary. Here the largest petal, there's one largest petal, okay, this one second, this is called as standard, this ones are the lateral petals called as wings, and this one is the smallest known as keel. Okay, it's known as keel. So the largest petal, which is called as standard, overlaps two lateral petals called as wings, which in turn overlaps two small petals fused called as keel. Clear everyone? ठीक है? So the examples here, pea and beans. चलो लिख लो जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी.
So the maxillary one only is in petals, not in sepals.
No, नहीं sepals में नहीं दिखेगा because this is specifically arrangement of the petals. This can be present in sepals, but that will be present only in petals. In fact, this one twisted one also na very rarely you see in sepals. It is present in petals only. If you will observe the this thing, have you seen hibiscus flower? You will see this thing, the petals, they are in twisted manner. One is out, one is inward, one is out, one is inward, but their sepals are separated. So that's very rare, and this is particularly condition of the petal. Okay. Guys, you will enjoy this topic only if you will do some homework of observing the flowers. Okay. Obviously, this is not the only options which is there. There are too many more estimations, too many more arrangements. A lot of things are there. These are the basic ones, right? So you can at least relate to it. Okay, it is close to it. So don't be very like strict with अच्छा ये ऐसे ही होना चाहिए. नहीं, there are many more options which are there which we have never studied because people who are into like proper, they are studying flowers in detail, botany, they will be studying. For your syllabus, it's like you should at least know that there is so many variations, at least the basic ones. So you will enjoy this chapter if you will, like, go take a walk in the garden, try to explore each and every plant, or go to some botanical garden, try to see their flower, go take a trip to a botanical garden, any garden which is nearby. And it's rainy season, so obviously there must be a lot of blooms. So go and check that how are the flowers looking, what are the leaf looking like, what are the arrangement of the leaf, what is it looking like, is it having a reticulate venation or a parallel venation. If it's a parallel venation, it's supposed to be a monocot. If it's a reticulate, it's supposed to be a dicot. Okay, try to check their flower. At least hibiscus is a very common flower which you will get in your surrounding. Try to check its petals. You will see the petals are like that, like they are in twisted manner. Try to explore all these things. You will love it. You will start enjoying it. Once you will start understanding it, you will start enjoying to observe more and more. Do that. It will help you guys. It's summer here. हाँ, तो समर में भी तो समर ब्लूम्स होंगे ना. बारिश में बल्कि कम हो जाते हैं. समर ब्लूम्स तो होंगे ही प्यारे प्यारे. Done. Yeah, chalo. Now the last topic. Take a sense of relief now. Placentation. What is placenta? Even humans have placenta. What is placenta? Yes.
The membrane around the embryo.
Right. So basically, yeah, in case of plants, it's the one, just like how in humans, let's talk about humans first, but then you will be able to understand better. In humans, we have umbilical cord, right? The baby is present in the uterus, attached to umbilical cord, and that umbilical cord is attached to the uterus through the placenta. So that placenta is the membrane which is basically connecting, in helping providing the nutrition from the mother's body to the baby, right, which is going to the baby through the umbilical cord but through the placenta, right? So it's that membrane which is present. Similarly, it's in even in your plants, the ovules are going to form the embryo, right? They are the ones which are going to form the seed, right? The ovule gets converted into the seed, the ovary gets converted into the fruit. So your ovary is acting like the womb, the uterus, okay? Then there's going to be the placenta through which your ovule will be connected. Is it clear, everybody? Yes. So when I say placentation, that means what are the different arrangements of placenta which is seen in case of plants, depending upon how many ovules are required. So that means, see, every fruit has different number of seeds. Mango has one single seed, lemon has multiple in the centers, right? If you see oranges, your tomatoes, you will see different varieties, right? So those seeds, how are they present? What are the placentation because of which the seed looks like that? The ovary is divided into how many locules? That's called as placentation. So what are the different arrangements which can be visible? See, one is, now you tell me what you can see over here. There is one single base, okay, and from this single base there is ovule coming up, okay, like this, like a ridge. This structure is looking similar to what? Mm. Do you know any such fruit which looks like this? Yeah, exactly. So this is one arrangement, okay? The another arrangement. So here the placenta is present here. Like a ridge. Okay? The next arrangement. Mhm. Septum is present, and on that septum you have your ovules like this. Is it looking similar to any fruit you know? Hmm? So this ovule will get converted into seeds. So there will be seeds in the center and it will look like the whole fruit, half of the fruit. If you will cut the fruit, this is how it will look. So we are observing the half fruit, how they are looking from within. So do you?
Cucumber.
Cucumber, cucumber,
Orange.
the cucumber doesn't have septum into it. Lemons, guys. Tomatoes, lemons.
Orange.
Yeah, orange. All your citrus fruits look like this. Okay. Then the another condition. The another. Array. Hmm. This is the fruit. The presentation is like this in the parietal region, right? And the ovules are present in the parietal area like this. Okay, this you might not recognize. This is mustard. You will see this kind of flower in mustard, your and argemon. ठीक है, उसमें देखोगे आप तो this might you might not recognize. Then next, ये एक ही बार क्यों सर्कल मुझसे बनता है अच्छे से? हाँ. So here again the presentation is like this. Okay. And your ovules are present freely in the center like this. Okay. This you will see in dianthus, primrose. Okay, like that. So that means there's like present in the center. Then one more. Up see here you see multiple ovules. That means obviously multiple seeds are going to form. But what about the ones which form only one single seed? What about them? Okay. Okay. What about them? So they are going to look like something like this. So let's say this is the ovary. Okay, this is the, oh no, wait. Let's say this is the shape of the ovary. And this is how the whole ovule is going to be shaped like. Um, okay. अरे यार. Like that. Cute. So, what are the types? This one's where it's looking like a ridge is called as marginal presentation. Okay, because it's present in the form of a margin. This one is called as axial presentation because here it is present in the form of axis. This is present in the edges, in the periphery. That's why this will be called as the parietal. This is present in the center, so without septum, so that's why it will be called as free parietal. Oh, sorry, free central. And this is because it's single and present at the base, this will be called as basal. Okay? These are your different presentations which you will see in the fruits. Okay, so if we want to describe, if you have to describe the marginal, how can we describe the marginal? In the marginal, placenta forms a ridge, okay, along the ventral suture of ovary. Ventral means आगे, okay, ventral side. Okay, so ventral suture of the ovary, the ovules are born in two alternate rows, right, along the ridge. That's why we get peas on both the sides. Yes or no? What are the examples? Example is pea plant. Best example. Then, talking about the axial placentation. Here, the placenta is present, I can say, in the axial position, और ovules की बात करें, so ovules are attached to it in a, you can see locules. Locules means chamber. Okay, chambers which are present in the ovary. So locules which are present in a multilocular ovary. Clear everyone? Yes. What are the examples? China rose, tomatoes, best example. उससे भी best example, lemons. Then comes your parietal. In parietal, the ovary is single chambered, right? You can see only one single chamber. So here the ovary is one chambered, or you can call it as unilocular. That means only one single chamber is there. Okay, but one thing to be noted, sometimes you will feel like they also have false septum. So there is no septum over here, but it builds a false septum. It looks like there is a wall, but there is no wall. Okay, not like this ones. So, but becomes two chambered due to formation of false septum. Okay. Yes, here what about the ovules? Develop on the inner wall of ovary, right, in periphery. What are the examples? Here the example is mustard, argemon, argemon, हाँ mon, ठीक है. Second last, the free central. In the free central, here the ovules are born on central axis. Here you will see that the septum is absent. Okay, so there is no septum present in the ovary. And finally, the examples. The examples you will find here is primrose. ठीक है? You will also see dianthus. Then lastly, if we talk about the basal, the placenta develops on the base. It is present at the base of the ovary and single huge ovule. Now when we say that there is single ovule which is attached at the base. ठीक है, attached at the base. इसमें क्या एग्जाम्पल आ जाएगा? सनफ्लावर, मैरीगोल्ड. ऑल बेसल प्लाजेंटा. चलो लिख लो जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. मैंगो का प्रेजेंटेशन क्या होगा गाइस? So let's talk about fruits which are common for you guys. मैंगो का प्रेजेंटेशन क्या होगा? What do you think?
Free central.
But free central has 2, 3, 5 seeds.
Basal.
Basal. Good. What about watermelon? What do you think?
Free central.
Is it only present in free central? Actually, it looks like it is the seeds of the watermelon are widely spread across, but technically it is a parietal placentation. You will see more seeds on the edges. The center is usually very small, but they don't have much of the seeds. That's why we love enjoying having the if the watermelon is cut from the centers, then the first 2-3 bites are good, but then you will start getting the seeds. Have you noticed that? So that's your parietal. और fruit बताओ कोई. What about orange?
Exile.
Very nice. और कौन सा fruit है? What about guava? What about guava? Exile. What about cucumber? What about cucumber?
Exile.
No, it's parietal. It looks like exile, but it's not exile, it's parietal, because you don't see any chambers na in cucumber. It looks even. It doesn't look like, it looks like a false septum, but it doesn't have a proper chamber. That's the reason when you eat lemon, or you can divide them, right? Because the septums are so evidently visible. But if you see the cucumber, you can't divide them, but still it looks like there is a chamber, right? So that's false septum. It's parietal. Cucumber has parietal. Okay. Now are you finding this topic interesting? I hope it's not dry for you all. बोर तो नहीं हो रहे टॉपिक से? वैसे हम लोग खत्म ही होने वाला है. वी आर डन विथ फ्लावर्स, वी आर लेफ्ट विथ फ्रूट एंड सीड. Fruit and seed we will do on Sunday, and then we are left with only one single topic, which we will finish on Wednesday, and that is this thing, the families and the floral formula. So for floral formula, you will have to make sure that you are very clear with everything which we have studied yesterday and today. Because for floral formula, you should be clear with all the terminologies, all the flower arrangements, everything, presentation, everything you should know about the flower. Then only you will be able to understand the floral formula. Otherwise, मैं वहाँ पे floral formula में बोल रही हूँ, it is diadelphous, and you're like, क्या? ये क्या होता है? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Yes? चलो. हो गया लिख के? Now what you can do, obviously you have to Google each one of them, but what you can do is, whichever fruit you have at your place, try to study them, try to open and see how are they looking. Fruit as in not necessarily fruit only, vegetables are also fruit, right? So try to open them, cut them, and try to see their transactional view. Try to see and try to guess. First try to guess, what do you think it is? And then Google it and check if you were right or no. Okay? Try to understand the reason why you are wrong, or if you are good, right, then awesome. You will enjoy the topic. Then you will automatically remember the topic very well. You won't have to work a lot on it. मटर का तो सबको पता है. P is the easiest one, right? Chalo, done everybody. Hussaina done? Okay, awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. We'll catch up directly on Sunday. Until then, stay curious, let wisdom sprout, keep learning with
No doubt.
Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you guys on Sunday directly. I think this Saturday you guys don't have the booster session with me, right? You have zoology. है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Fair enough. Let's catch up on Sunday. Until then, tadas, bye-byes. Also, you have your this thing, test also, na? Please study till flower. Okay? Chalo. Tadas, bye-byes. Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.